Lights Camera location with me, Ash. Thanks for stopping by for this very special 28 Years Later episode. I'm currently stood in St Cuthbert's Cave, how the backdrop of this place was used in 28 Years Later and many other places in the north of England. So come with me as we take a journey into the terrifying world of 28 Years Later.
28 Years Later was released in 2025 and continues the story of the Rage virus that has infected the UK set 28 years after the events of the first movie 28 Days Later. In this film, we are introduced to a new set of characters living in the north of England. The film stars Aaron Taylor-Johnson as Jamie, Jodie Comer as his wife Isla, Ralph Fiennes as Dr. Ian Kelson, and the film introduces child actor Alfie Williams as Spike. The film was shot in 2024 and brought the production crew to a huge range of exciting northeast locations. The main setting for the film was the awesome Holy Island in Lindisfarne. The film was shot on the real Holy Island in many of the same locations that can be visited today. For the making of this video, I was lucky enough to have the perfect tour guide, my good friend Taylor Grace from the band Not Now Norman. Being from Berwick, she knew the island extremely well and was able to give me some fantastic insight into the island's history. To cross over into Holy Island, you can only do this by using the causeway. Just like in the film, it can only be accessed during low tide. Anyone who needs to get back to the mainland during high tide will find themselves having to wait until the morning. Many of the scenes in the movie were shot on this very island. At the beginning of the film, Spike and Jamie can be seen walking through this very square. Many of the extras were real townsfolk. This area right here was where the outdoor shower was placed. As the pair leave to visit the mainland, they pass by many of the local villages. But the square looks just as it did in the movie. In the movie, the characters appear to walk along a wall, to what appears to be this section of the island. Although the castle isn't shown in the frame, we see the pair arrive at what appears to be the causeway. In real life, the causeway isn't here at all, but on the opposite side. However, in the film, we are led to believe that this is the location of the causeway. As the two begin to cross over, the location actually jumps to Ozay Island Causeway. You may recognise this from the horror film Woman in Black. This causeway is located down near Essex. Other areas of Holy Island that also feature in the film is the area where the fishermen's boats are kept. These are seen as storage areas for the villagers' supplies, and in real life is a storage area for many of the local fishermen that live on Holy Island.
So, interesting fact then, the scenes where they have buildings that look like storage lockers, it looks like it's over in that direction,
yeah.
But it's actually just near the town square, and that's behind us here, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The Priory also provides a backdrop in the film during a party scene when two of the film's characters escape from the party. The Priory is one of the standout landmarks that can be visited on the island to this day.
This is one of the priories in Lindisfarne. It's one of our very historical locations. So, you'll probably recognise this from history. Lindisfarne was one of the areas that got pillaged quite a lot by the Vikings, and this was one of the places. There's quite a few famous historical people who have been here, like St Cuthbert and St Aidan. There's no clues for that. It's a very religious place, and this is actually considered a mini cathedral, which is quite cool for such a small island.
It is cool, yes, definitely.
When Spike and Jamie arrive on the mainland, we find the actors in the area of St Cuthbert's Cave. Although the cave itself is not clearly visible in the movie, many of the surrounding areas, the forest and the landscape, were used in many scenes showing the actors travelling through the countryside. If you visit this location today, be sure to take in the amazing landscape. The cave itself sits on top of the hill. The view from the top gives a great view of the surrounding forest. A very cool place to check out and explore. If you continue to the very top of the hill, you get a fantastic view of the surrounding countryside. And if you look in the distance, you can even see Holy Island. There it is.
It is a little windy up here, but behind me, in the distance, you can actually see Lindisfarne Holy Island. How cool's that? The exact place we were just days ago. You can totally see now why the filmmakers chose to film at this location. What an amazing place.
Later in the movie, Spike takes his mother to the mainland and we come across a noticeable northeast landmark, the iconic Angel of the North, located in Gateshead. Referred to as the Angel in the movie, it brings back memories for Spike's mum and provides a nice segue section to the film. During one of the film's many chase sequences, there's one scene that sees Spike and his mum fleeing from a herd of zombies arriving at an abandoned Happy Eater restaurant. Although it looks like it could be a set, this location is actually the real-life abandoned petrol station located in Nosegate, north of Newcastle, next to the Nosegate Hotel. You may have passed this building on your drive up to Scotland. Being a former petrol station, this building now sits abandoned and provided a perfect setting for this section of the film. The markings of the leftover Happy Eater sign from the movie can still be seen on the side of the building, and the door that the main characters run into in the movie is still intact. The actual screen-used bin can be seen right here, appearing in the background during the zombie chase. A very cool location and an eerie-looking building. If you do go and visit, please be respectful. A good photo spot of one of the movie's standout locations, Nosegate Abandoned Petrol Station, remains today. The film also makes use of another famous location, the brilliant Fountains Abbey, providing a safe haven for the characters during the night as they attempt to find a place to stay to hide from the zombies. Fountains Abbey can still be visited to this very day and has been remarkably well kept for its age. The scenes where Spike and his mother spend the night hiding from the zombies were shot right here, in this very interior. The area where Spike stands watch was shot in this area right here. The moment where we see a zombie crawling along the floor was shot in this space right here. Not sure I make a very convincing zombie though. The scenes of the pair in the morning as they cross the Priory Bridge were shot in this exact spot. And the scenes where the pair can be seen walking off into the distant countryside were shot in this spot right here. There I am, in the distance. The surrounding rivers were also used in part to film scenes of the infected as they walk across the water. Fountains Abbey can still be visited to this very day and has been remarkably well kept for its age. When visiting, be sure to take the time to explore the wonderful grounds and surrounding areas of the Priory. It's great to see such a high-profile film like 28 Years Later make use of such a great location like this. Hopefully, we will see places like this used again in future movies. There are many other locations that were also used in the movie that hopefully we will cover in a future video. For now, I hope you've enjoyed this insight into some of the very cool locations from Danny Boyle's 28 Years Later. And don't forget to check out the newly released 28 Years Later The Bone Temple to see how the story continues. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks everybody for stopping by. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave me a tip by clicking on the thanks button. If you'd like to support the channel even further, why not visit the online YouTube store by clicking the store icon. To stay up to date with all the latest videos, please remember to like and subscribe. You can follow me on TikTok and Facebook at Lights Camera Location, and over on Instagram at Lights Camera Location Videos. Thanks for stopping by.